Christmas designs. I'm sorry if you can hear my neighbor and her children are outside yelling, but so I have this one, this, and this one. That's what I'm thinking so far for the Christmas collection, is kind of just like that little row. Parts of it are really Christmassy, like clearly gingerbread, you have mistletoe, ornaments, woods. This is kind of like you'll probably see this a lot in Christmas sweaters, like more traditional Christmas sweaters. I know this one seems a bit more spring-like, but a lot of people do roast, or not roast, but they cook and dry oranges and make them into garland and things like that for home decor. So these are the 5 that I'm thinking of. And I took a screenshot of this, and I'm actually going to go into Fresco because Fresco has the vector brushes, and I'm thinking it'll help with the process of things because I'll be able to just import it as a PDF into my laptop, and it'll already be vectorized, and it won't have any kind of weird lines, any of the drawings. Sometimes certain lines will become like very distorted if it goes from pixel base into vector base. So hopefully we will see that using the vector brush I'll be able to very easily, I'm just going to trace it. So go into this symbol right here, which is literally just a photo, go to photos, I can click right here, and then it will load it. This is the little finger button. But what I'm going to do, size this up quite a bit. It's taken a few minutes, but I have figured out how to make the opacity lower. So I'm just going to go over here, make the opacity lower like this. Like I said, it's still definitely a new program for me, so I'm still learning, but so far this is so cool that I can do this. And then this third little paintbrush here, you can see it. This third little paintbrush is the vector brushes. So it just says vector brushes. There's not many brushes, but really I don't need anything crazy. I'm probably going to do taper just because that's what I personally like. This is where you would fix the sizes and things like that. The smoothing of the brush, more just kind of settings of the brush, and then of course the color of the brush. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to draw all these little vectors and get them ready to go into my computer. Oh, are you already playing with it? Oh. Maybe wait. Maybe you maybe wait till we put this together.
Like right towards that here. The like sides to the right angles.
And then we put this over it.
Oh, okay, so it does have sides.
Yeah.
Okay, I was a little worried about that. I was like, she's not.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, let me hear you a little bit.
Can you try it out?
He's so excited. Oh. Hello, hello, it is a new day. Today will probably be the last day that I'm filming, so you'll have like 3 full days of me just working. But yesterday, once I was like done working, I started listening to my new book, 2 Weeks Notice by Amy Porterfield. And in one of the chapters, she's talking about like your website and things that you should have just throughout your website. And it made me start thinking of like my website, and it's not bad by any means. I did it like a few months ago, but I just want to give it like the best value. When someone lands on my website, I want them to first understand exactly what I do, and then second, if they are interested in purchasing like wallpaper or fabric or working with me, it's really easy for them to find that. So yesterday I actually did this. I did all of this, just kind of giving like a very baseline idea of what I want my homepage to be. I'm not going to do my entire website because that's aggressive, but the homepage is the first thing people see. I want it to look its best. So I'm actually going to go onto my website and just start doing that. So I'm going to get started. I am going to show like a little bit of what I'm doing, but overall I feel like this is kind of going to be boring. So I'm not going to like show too much because I don't want to bore you. So I figured before I actually get started on changing this website, I'd actually show you what it looks like currently. So this is just the home page, so you'll see me, and then right under that is just my 3 shops. Then I have latest collections and quick links. I have something for email sign up, and then blog features. I've been really bad about making blogs. And then some reviews from whenever I sold actual products, and then a live feed of my social. And then that's literally it. So I'm going to add a whole bunch more to this, just because it doesn't really tell you what I do, and it's just kind of a hodgepodge. Some things I don't even sell anymore, so I just want to finish all of it out, make it all cohesive. It is now 2 hours later. I'm surprised that it only took 2 hours, but also this looks awesome in my opinion. So I'm going to actually screen share what it looks like now. It looks totally different, and I love it. And I'm so happy about it. This is probably the most professional I feel like my website has looked ever. So if you don't know, I'm on Squarespace. So everything I do is just based around how Squarespace works and what I know how to do on Squarespace. But I'm going to show you now. So when you first get on, this is exactly what you're going to see. Clearly this is desktop and not on your phone, but you overall get the same idea. So we have just a little about me with a photo. Then a little bit lower, I have 2 different emails. So I have one that if you are interested in like fabric and you do a lot of sewing crafts, that is the email for you. If you're more of like a homebody, so that means you would be more interested in things like my wallpaper collection. If Society 6 is having a sale and you want like iPhone cases or maybe bedding, stuff like that, that would be the email list for you. Then you scroll a bit further down, these are my quick links. So if you want to shop fabric and wallpaper, if you want to inquire about licensing, home tech and more, that would be Society 6. And then some of my designs, maybe you have like a certain size that you need, so design resizing would be what you would click, and there's a form that you would go to then just contact me and we would talk about it. I can only do resizing on Spoonflower, but I do resizing quite often. Just like some people need things a little bit smaller to work with whatever they're making, or maybe they need it bigger because they want it on wallpaper. Then the next one is my latest collection, so Hidden Places, which we made together, and then First Garden. These are just some free resources. All of them are blog posts, and I'm going to get better about making blog posts. I slipped quite a bit last year. Actually, all of these blog posts were made at the beginning of last year. So I have a list on my notebook of blog posts that I really want to make, videos that I want to make. So this will be constantly updating with just like the latest free resources. Now, this next part I am so excited about. It's based on YouTube. So it's literally a video running behind it, which I think is so cool. So you can see it, and like it's just, I love it. It looks so fancy to me. So it's just like, hang out with me on YouTube, and in the background you can see me making one of the 100 patterns. That video, it's actually one of those patterns. So you can see me doing that, and it's so cool. And it's really interactive, and I love it. The next one is shop your favorite retailers. So I'm kind of just repeating what I did at the beginning of being on Spoonflower, Etsy, Society 6. The next one is another email list. So I'm really trying to get into more blog posts, getting into email building, stuff like that. So this one is connected to the Homebody email list. You get a free print whenever you sign up. And then these are the blog posts again. They just look really cool. I like the way this is set up. It's kind of just tossed together, and then with the background being these hand-drawn little squiggles, I just think it's really cool. It's artsy. It brings back the fact that like I am the artist and the designer of the website. I am not like a company. These aren't my so-called products. These are my designs on the products, if that makes any sense. And then finally, I have Instagram. Just let's hang out in my virtual home. And then this is actually like a live feed of my Instagram, so it's constantly updating. And then I just have my footer, so like connections and then quick links. But yes, I am so excited for how this looks. I especially love the YouTube button because it's just like a live video and it looks so cool. I do have a few things I want to add, but I need more photos of myself working, and I need to create other pages to link to those pages on the home screen, things like that. So for right now, I think it looks amazing. As usual, I always have it linked below if you do want to see it for yourself and kind of at your own pace. I will have that link below. But yes, it's so nice. So now I need to finish the rest of my work for today, which involves making an email and then working on the Christmas pattern collection that we worked on a few days ago. So these are the finished ones. I decided to print these out. This is what a sales sheet looked like. I actually got a comment this week asking what exactly a sales sheet looks like. Sorry, words are difficult right now. But this is like a very simplified version of a sales sheet. You could have a whole like having patterns mixed in with like mock-ups. You can do anything like that. Basically, a sales sheet in its simplest form is just showing your heroes, showing your secondaries, and then showing your blenders. That's all it is just showing the color selections together. So this is like my dark colorway, this is my light colorway. That's all it is. Whenever I send it to like licensing companies that I think would like this, I end up sending these two as a PDF, just in the email connected together. It's a really easy way for them to see the entire collection, and then I normally link to my portfolio. But this is what it looks like. I'm a sucker for a dark pattern, so personally, I really, really like this one. But this one is also so cool. I can see it on so many things. These colors are amazing. I really do like the way it turned out. I'll be honest, if you saw a few weeks ago video, I am not a Christmas person, so I'm very impressed that I was able to do this in such a short amount of time, because I actually started in the middle of the month instead of at the beginning of the month. But I'm impressed that I like them, and I'm excited to have them up on my Spoonflower shop. Little cat hair. I'm excited to have them on my Spoonflower shop, and hopefully maybe they'll get licensed by a company. If you are interested in making these as fabrics or making them as wallpaper, I will let you know when that comes about. If you want to know immediately, always join my newsletter. This will be the next thing that they see, and whenever it is available for fabric and wallpaper, they'll be the first ones to know. So if you want to know first, definitely join the newsletter. But I'm loving the way these are turning out. I am going to fix these. You can kind of see. It's difficult to see this one. I just need to lighten up the branch, lighten up the leaves, just to make it pop a little bit more. I like the way this, it's still dark, but it still pops at the same time. This one is not doing the same thing. So I'm just going to fix that, but these are looking awesome. I'll show you a close-up. That's the hero. Have some cute little gingerbread guys. Some winter stars, and then trees. Then we have the dark version, which this is darker than it's coming up. If I can there you go. You can kind of see the true colors of it. But I have the lighter version, and then these two. And that is it for this week's video. I have a weird light thing going on right now because the sun is setting, but this is where I'm going to end it. I hope you enjoyed this kind of week in my life. I do have a full-time job, so it was a little bit jumpy because I'm not always doing this every single day. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like and subscribe. It always helps the channel out, and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you next week.